Now, as we move on to take our place as the high school graduating class of 2000, we see some of the challenges that lay ahead for us, the leaders of a new millennium. These challenges will include uniting our increasingly troubled world, as well as broadening our horizons. As our world grows smaller and more technological, we will be challenged to keep the family unit strong and our morals sound.
Friends and crew were important parts of her life. Debate was her passion. She spent 8 weeks of each of the last 2 summers in college library basements gathering materials on renewable energy and U.S. foreign policy toward Russia. She was a very prominent national debater who recently had been invited to the prestigious Fellows Program next summer at the University of Kentucky, one of only 4 debaters in the country to receive this first-round invitation. She loved the endless discussions with her fellow debaters about topics like nuclear proliferation. She regaled both her mother and I on many occasions with all the pro and con arguments.
Very few people look back on their debate career and say, gee, I wish I'd cut one more Lexus search. They do regret not spending enough time on the things that really matter. And I do wish that I'd spent one more hour with Julia, or maybe cut one less search.
I want to begin with the words of Jack Kerouac. The only people for me are the mad ones. The ones who are mad to live, mad to talk, mad to be saved, desirous of everything at the same time. The ones who never yawn or say a commonplace thing, but burn, burn, burn like fabulous yellow Roman candles exploding like spiders across the stars. And in the middle you see the blue center light pop, and everybody goes, ah. Every time Julia read that, it was with the same style. She started slowly and accelerated until she reached the ah, and then she would sigh. Julia read Didion, Ginsberg, Faulkner, Corso, Oates, Nietzsche, Kafka, Rand, and together, crouching in the aisles of the bookstore, we'd read Freud, and books with titles like 101 Ways to Have Great Sex, just so that she could catch the reaction of people walking by. But with all of the other books and the passages that Julia shared, she always came back to Kerouac's Exploding Roman Candles. Julia loved the passage because it described her ideal person. I love the passage because it describes her.
I have many fond memories of Julia at debate tournaments, but rather than on her successes or her ability to discuss with authority distinctions between, for example, tactical and strategic nuclear weapons and their placement, it suddenly becomes so obvious to me that she was the one who had had it right all along. The importance of people, not things. Your integrity, not your successes. And your contributions, not your awards. In an activity such as debate, which so often breeds so many takers, Julia was indeed a true giver.
The Julia Burke Foundation has established the Julia Burke Award to recognize the policy debater who most closely upholds the combination of characteristics that Julia displayed in her love for the activity. These values include excellence in and passion for debate, a commitment to helping others, love and respect for the policy debate community, and for maintaining friendships above the pressures of competition.
Rather than regret that Julia has gone ahead of us on a fork in our life's path that none of us yet has access to, I prefer to be grateful for the length of time that her path was allowed to converge with ours. Julia, in typical Julia fashion, has merely continued to forge her own.